Cruelty Squad is bad. Actually, that's not the right way to put it. Cruelty Squad is extremely overrated for a lot of reasons that I'm going to tackle in this video. Now I know what you're saying. Pyrocynical said it was good. And yeah, but Pyrocynical is also a furry and has a 2-minute N-word compilation on YouTube. So does his opinion really matter? But anyways, if you're watching this, you probably know what Cruelty Squad is, but if you don't, here's a quick explanation. Cruelty Squad is a self-described, no hand-holding game made by Consumer Soft Products. Now it's not hard to tell that this is an alias, and the man who worked on this game is Ville Callio. This game is weird. The graphics are purposely terrible, making you feel like even the walls in a map are hostile, and sometimes they can be. In Cruelty Squad, you are a hired assassin working for the Cruelty Squad. Missions entail you trying to kill your targets as fast as possible to get the best rank. And usually, actually killing your targets is the easy part. The hard part is trying to explore the entire map to find an exit tucked in some random secret part of the map. Also, in this game there is 3, technically 4 difficulties. The reason I say technically 4 is because the 4th difficulty, Hope Eradicated, is only usually unlocked at the end of the game, unless you are using a guide to get the cursed torch early. Now I know you're probably confused, but so am I, and I've beaten the game and gotten every single augment. Anyways, in Cruelty Squad, you cannot choose the difficulties. Instead, you are started on a difficulty called Divine Light. If you die even once on this mode, there is no way to go back to Divine Light until near the end of the game. Once you die, you will get a message that says Divine Link Severed, and you will be put to the Flesh Automaton difficulty, with a new border command. On this mode, you receive half damage from enemies, and if you die 4 times on the same level, you will be punished for wasting company resources, and will be demoted to Power and Misery. In this mode, dying will not cost money, and you can eat enemies you kill. Along with this, your character's feelings will be set to dull. The basic lore for this game is that there are 3 Trigons. The best way I can describe them is almost like gods. The first Trigon created life, but it was chaotic. The second Trigon created death to try to cool this chaos and create peace. With only life and death, there was no meaning to it, so the third Trigon created transactions. Not just in the way of money, but anything like value and conflict. These are the 3 Trigons beyond which the world of Cruelty Squad rests. And it's not hard to see that these Trigons are not only evil, but have created an evil world. The world of Cruelty Squad rests on transactions. Being completely revived is only $500. So many CEOs and billionaires are essentially immortal. This leads to a world of complete narcissists only caring about values and conditions instead of caring unconditionally. The world of Cruelty Squads is so twisted that 99% of people need to see a benefit to even care at all. In my opinion, Cruelty Squad is attempting to show the cons of capitalism. Now hear me out. I am not no commie, but in Cruelty Squad, there are billionaires that are essentially invincible, and their wealth is built on the suffering of others. I mean, in the game, you are paid to assassinate somebody for proposing a 1% tax. These people are greedy. Even when they could easily survive on 0.1% of the money, they want to hoard it all. Again, I am not Hassan, but that is just my opinion. All in all, that is pretty much everything I can explain about Cruelty Squad without it taking 4 hours like Pyrocynical. It should be noted that there's a stock market and fishing in this game, but those don't really require too much explanation. Reason number 1, no hand holding. Now there is nothing wrong with no hand holding. Sometimes I feel like games think I haven't developed object permanence, but with Cruelty Squad it is the complete opposite. Without a guide, it is extremely difficult to earn money and unlock augments. My first playthrough, I didn't really pay attention to the stock market as I thought it was just a really cheap gimmick. Little did I know, it's one of the most important features in the game. In order to unlock the house augment and get the $1 million by killing the third Trigon, you need $100,000. If you're just speedrunning a level with no augments, this will take you 30-40 minutes to do. Meanwhile, using a stock guide, I was getting $100,000 every couple of minutes. It really just feels like you're supposed to have already beat the game before playing it. I mean, some of the exits are so random and there's no arrow or anything to point you to them. I mean, on some levels, I had to look up where an exit was because I didn't have the right augments unlocked to see it. And I know, the game is just promoting exploring, but the problem with that is it directly punishes you for it. Payments being directly correlated to time means that exploring and actually learning the story is much less money efficient. And the game is not very fun until you get the funny Zoom shoes. Now this isn't a problem if you're a millionaire from the stock market, but without a guide, it's nearly impossible to do that. Now I know what you're saying, skill issue! But if you need a guide to properly enjoy the game and its story, It's not very good game design. My next reason is it is not worth the it's not worth the price. Cruelty Squad is $20, and to put that into perspective, Deep Rock Galactic, a game I made a video on which you should watch, is $30. The difference being that Deep Rock has hundreds of hours of replayability, while Cruelty Squad has about 10. And that's only if you haven't blown your brains out after completing the main story, or gotten stuck on a level if you're not using a guide. Also, when I got Cruelty Squad, both it and Deep Rock were on a sale for the same price, so there really is no reason not to get Deep Rock over this game. My last reason is that this game isn't very well designed. Now, I'm not talking about holes in the map or fall damage being so inconsistent that it's a 50-50 chance you survive with no damage taken or implode faster than the Ocean Gate submarine. I'm talking about the augments. Oh my goodness! Now, as I've said before, the augments make the game fun, but they also make it so much harder. And listen, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be any downsides on augments. I mean, they're not called upgrades for a reason. But I mean, these downsides are terrible. Do you want to go zoom zoom? Well, have fun taking double damage. Or do you want to take half damage? Well, have fun moving slower than a paraplegic without a wheelchair. Or do you possibly want more armor without reducing speed? Well, now 90% of your screen is blocked and you can't see color. My point is that in a game with such little content to offer, making one of the only fun things about it have such bad downsides really just makes the game feel dull. And I already know that there's going to be cope that this game is meant to feel hopeless or all these other things. But at the end of the day, a game should be fun, and this game just sadly isn't. And if you're thinking about buying this game because of all the hype, I personally do not recommend it.
So guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers.
And then, oh fuck.